Let's talk about the indie pop comet who looks like he fell out of a disco shuttle. Mickey Callisto. The glitter, the spacesuits, the queen-sized vocals, there's a real story under all that shimmer. Here's the full arc: where he came from, how the persona was built, the grind through the underground, the industry realities, and why the new Freddie Mercury label is both a blessing and a headache. Mickey Callisto was born Michael Spence in Sunderland, England, on a working-class council estate. Music grabbed him early. As a kid, he taught himself classical singing, yes, actual opera, after hearing cathedral choristers. He even got an offer to train, but the fees were out of reach. Then puberty hit, the voice changed, and that door closed. New door? Queen. At 14, his school staged We Will Rock You. He dove into Queen's catalog and found a hero in Freddie Mercury, his gateway to larger-than-life frontmen like Mick Jagger and Robert Plant. Around the same age, he sketched out an alter ego in his notebooks. Mickey Callisto, named for Jupiter's moon. It wasn't just a stage name, it was a way to separate ego from self and go fully theatrical. Glitter, space motifs, and radical self-expression. The influences were a delicious mashup. 1970s glam theatrics, a little Elton, a touch of Bowie's Ziggy sci-fi, modern psych pop textures from acts like Mac DeMarco and Tame Impala. At university in Manchester, he played keys in a psychedelic band called the Indica Gallery, but he wanted to be a solo star and needed his own sound. The turning point came in 2019 at the White Hotel in Manchester, an Italo disco night that he calls life-changing. Surrounded by lush 80s synths and cosmic grooves, wearing hilariously a thrifted 30-pound ski suit, he decided that's the feeling he wanted his music to give people. From then on, the Mickey sound fused retro synth pop with classic rock drama and that early choral power. Lockdown was the forge. In his bedroom, he wrote and produced a stack of songs, dialed in the glitter meets sportswear look, tracksuits, boiler suits, glam accents, and refined the high-concept persona, a retro-futurist showman with an egoless, all-welcoming positivity. By the time gigs returned, Mickey had become Mickey. The rise started grassroots. Post-lockdown, he played tiny clubs, especially around Liverpool, earning cult status on the local scene and selling out intimate shows. Festivals took notice. At 2023's Dot to Dot, he delivered an electric set and landed on LGBTQ+ spotlights at Tastemaker Fests. Support tours followed, including a whirlwind European run with Irish indie pop star CMAT and Stage Time, with viral names like Rebecca Black. Bigger rooms didn't scare him. His attitude, the larger the crowd, the better he feeds off the energy. Radio caught up. BBC Radio 1 Amazing Radio and Radio X started spinning the tracks. Online, his glittery clips slotted neatly into TikTok and YouTube discovery. In November 2023, he self-released a bedroom-made 6-track concept EP, Homo Space, on Liverpool indie imprint Ripe Records. Commercially, it was modest, but creatively it planted a flag. Imagine a gay nightclub on the moon. Disco shimmer, psych guitars, 80s synths, an escapist universe about unity and freedom. Then came the big stage, Britain's Got Talent 2024, Series 18. At 28, still working days in an O2 phone shop, he gambled on TV to turn music into a full-time job. He walked out in full glam and belted Queen's Who Wants to Live Forever, and the room froze. Alicia Dixon joked she wasn't sure if it was Freddie or Mickey, but it was sensational. Simon Cowell praised the personality and predicted the public would love him. He advanced to the semi-finals with Somebody to Love, dancers, and stadium-grade charisma. What TV didn't show, he pushed to perform an original. Producers steered him back to Queen. That tension would bubble up later. The rocket truly launched in September 2025 in Paris. Mickey fronted a massive street flash mob of Bohemian Rhapsody organized by pianist Julian Cohen, complete with a horse-drawn carriage entrance and an 11-year-old guitar prodigy, Ollie Pearson. The internet detonated. 200 million views in 3 days, 500 million across platforms soon after. Mickey Mercury, headlines said. His inbox exploded with global gig offers from Singapore to Amsterdam, and even Queen's official social accounts nodded. Overnight, the underground act went worldwide. Under the spectacle sits an ethos: liberation. Mickey's art is built on joyful self-expression, inclusivity, and escapist fantasy. He's openly queer and leans into gender-playful glam, glitter, jumpsuits, nail polish, the occasional wink of drag. He calls crowds into the party. Regardless of what you identify as, the music is about accepting everyone. The title track, Homo Space, flips homo into we are all the same, pitching a cosmic utopia where outsiders unite. The ballad, Lost in Space, is a starry-eyed glam swoon about finding yourself. This is the real world throws synth rock punches at oblivious privilege. And live? It's camp theater with heart. Banter, big gestures, air guitar cameos, sequins, catharsis. He performs with the audience, not at them. Now the business reality. Mickey is indie, releasing through Ripe Records and producing much of his music himself. Creative control, 100%. Marketing budget, not so much. Homo Space didn't hit mainstream charts, and streaming economics are tough. Think roughly 20,000 monthly Spotify listeners, fan favorites in the low six-figure streams. Respectable for a niche act, but not a living by itself. That's why he treats social as rocket fuel. A single viral clip, or a BGT replay, can spike discovery and push listeners into his original world. Live shows are both art and income. Early 2024 brought his first headline tour in 100 to 300 cap rooms, where ticket sales and merch matter. The brand practically designs itself. Space-age logos, glitter merch, enamel astronaut pins. He's tested community-building events too, like inclusive club nights riffing on the Homo Space concept. With the Paris virality, fees go up, festival slots get bigger, and collaborations become possible. The playbook is classic modern DIY: diversify revenue, turn curiosity into fans, then into supporters. Of course, the media can't resist the headline, "The New Freddie Mercury." It helps. People immediately grasp the charisma and range, but it can also box him in. On BGT, Cowell called him a really good Freddie Mercury tribute act, which stung. Mickey's response, on air, was firm but focused. He sings with passion, he makes people happy, and he writes his own songs, and he wanted to perform one. That moment sparked debate. Casual viewers loved the Queen covers. Indie followers pushed back. Mickey's more than a tribute, let him show it. That dual image, indie darling and TV spectacle, follows him. Culture zines frame him as a self-made artist with a concept and a message. Tabloids chase drama about show rules and song choices. After Paris, mainstream outlets painted him as a viral phenomenon. Meanwhile, fan communities meme his stage quips, analyze Homo Space, and trade live clips, building lore around angel wings at pride gigs and stadium-sized energy in tiny rooms. There's myth-making, yes, but also real loyalty. So, comet or star? The internet is fickle. A 500 million view moment can fade quick if there's no depth behind it. But Mickey's got depth. A clear vision, original songs with a point of view, relentless live chops, and a persona that makes people feel seen. He's already reshaping what a male UK pop performer can look like in 2025. Glittered, camp, unapologetically queer, and sincere. The next chapter is about conversion. Following virality with strong releases, securing smarter stages, and keeping the narrative centered on Mickey the artist. not only Mickey the Queen showman. He dreams big, Wembley big, and jokes about opening a literal moon club one day. Beneath the humor is a work ethic that got him from a Sunderland council estate to 500 million views. Zoom out and his story captures the era. DIY stardom, nostalgia revived, queer visibility celebrated, and spectacle returning to pop. Updated with 21st century unity and audience participation. Whether he becomes a household name or a cult icon, he's already proved something important. Glitter, glam, and genuine soul can coexist, and they still move crowds. For now, Mickey's rocket is very much in flight. And if you listen closely at a show, you'll hear the thesis in one line from Homo Space. We're all just stardust having the time of our lives. That's not just a lyric, it's the mission.
Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.